Jungkook's hand tightened around Taeyong as they stepped out of the elevator. Taeyong followed behind, clutching Jungkook's hand and trying to keep up with his pace. Taeyong, Jungkook, maybe we shouldn't. Jungkook stopped and he turned to face his husband with burning eyes, softening only for Taeyong. No, baby, you stayed quiet once, not anymore. I won't let anyone disrespect you or our child again. He continued walking, pulling Taeyong gently along as they entered the lobby. The moment they stepped inside, everyone went silent. Their hands turned, eyes widened. Jeon Shankar, the youngest and the most powerful CEO in the city, with a pregnant man beside him, holding his hand like it was the most precious thing in the world. Lisa and Jenny, along with the receptionist and guard, were stunned silent. Jungkook's eyes scanned the room and landed directly on the girls. He let go of Taeyong's hand for a moment, taking a step forward. Jungkook coldly, which one of you called my husband a liar? No one answered it, just upward glances. Jungkook louder, which one of you insulted the mother of my child? Everyone stood still, paralyzed by his deadly voice. Lisa swallowed, her voice small. We didn't know. We thought we as Jungkook, cutting her off. You thought a man like me could never love someone like him. Don't you, Miss Lisa? He turned slightly, gesturing toward Taeyong, who looked down, clutching his belly protectively. Let me make it clear today, for every single person here. He walked back to Taeyong and placed a gentle kiss on his forehead, wrapping an arm around his shoulder. Yes, Jeon Taeyong, my husband, my life, the only person I will ever love, and the baby he is carrying, our child. So, if anyone here ever dares to call them names again, he turned to glare at everyone. They will be out of this company before they can even blink, understood? There was dead silence. The guard looked at each other nervously. The receptionist gulped. Lisa and Johnny were frozen, wide eyes and pale. Jungkook looked back at Taeyong and softened instantly. Just as Jungkook and Taeyong were about to leave the lobby, but suddenly heard, Sir, we weren't much rude to him as Lisa and Jenny. Jungkook suddenly buzzed. He turned it slowly. He saw it was an employee from his company. They said many mean things to your husband, laughed at him and called him with names. He is just here for money because that pregnant person must have spent a night with you and now here to claim this is your child. They also said this must be someone else's child and he is trying to claim your child. I told them to stop. If he is really Mr. Jeon's husband, they will be doomed. But they didn't listen. They were just going on. Jungkook was fuming in anger. Lisa, stop it. What the fuck are you saying? Lisa tried to shut her by grabbing her arm tightly. Implored. Look, sir, she is threatening me now. So stop when I said the truth. Jenny, from her another side. Shut up, girl, just shut up. She tried to whisper. Implored. And sir, this Jenny also was with Lisa, accusing your husband. They made fun of him and your child. Jungkook closed his eyes shut to control his anger. He don't want to kill them right there. Lisa, Jenny, he softened his voice, little smiling. Both women straightened up, surprising. They glanced at each other quietly, smoothing their clothes and fixing their hair. Lisa, whispering to Jenny, do you think maybe he's imprisoned? Jenny, smiling nervously, maybe he's going to thank us or ask us to work on something directly. They both stepped forward, their faces full of fake smile, as if they were ready to receive praise from the CEO himself. Jungkook smiles, but it wasn't warm. It was the kind of smile that sent chills down everyone's spine. Jungkook coldly clumped closer. They obeyed instantly, stopped just in front of him and Taeyong. Lisa, yes sir. A loud slapping sound across the lobby. Jungkook had slapped Lisa so hard that she stumbled back, clutching her cheek, eyes wide with shock and disbelief. Jenny gasped, stepping back quietly, grabbing her cheek to protect it from the CEO. Her lips trembled. Jungkook's eyes were dark, and when he turned to face Jenny, she took another step back, terrified. Jungkook coldly, You laughed at my husband, called my child names, and do you think I will let it slide? Jenny, sir, I didn't mean it that way. We didn't know he was your. Shankar, what's your excuses? You didn't know. So that give you the right to humiliate someone to the level that makes them cry? Do you think I'm stupid? Do you think who you are? Even if I, as a CEO, will never insult and humiliate someone when they visit my company, mine. You understand? It's mine, not yours. So, who gave you the rights to insult the pregnant person who just came here for his husband to just hand him the lunchbox? Who gave you the right, Miss Lisa? Lisa flinched, finding her boss leaning in, scolding her. Tears welled up in her eyes. I thought you were a good employee, but I was so wrong. He turned his hand through his hair. Oh gosh, how fool I am to think my staff is so cool that they respect everyone, but he started clapping. You guys proved me wrong. He clapped, looking at everyone, every single employee around who has their head low in shame. What if, just think, if one day someone investor's wife decided to come in to just you disrespect her? What will happen to my company then? Have you ever thought about this? And here you are, not even respecting my husband. He pointed at his employees. Listen carefully, every single of you. From now on, if he come here to meet me and if employees stop at him to meet me, they will be fired and will charge it for humiliating my husband. He turned it to Lisa and Jenny, especially you, Miss Lisa and Miss Jenny. You two are going to jail. Their eyes widened and they looked at each other. Lisa, no, sir, please no. Don't do this, sir, please. What will happen to our image, please? Shankuk with burning eyes turned it to her. Have you thought about my husband's image? Before insulting him, humiliating him, because of you, he passed it out. You made him that much exhausted. Lisa suddenly fell on his knees crying. Please sir, please, I'm sorry. Please don't do this to me, please. Jenny also did the same. Please sir, I'm so sorry. Please don't do this. Tong looked at them pleading continuously. So he stood beside Shankuk, grabbing his arm. Cookie let it slide. Besides, I don't want their career to finish it, please. Shankuk still angry. You don't understand, baby. They have insulted you, and I won't stand that. Tong. And now I am telling you to just give them one chance to be good. Shankuk. Okay, I can give them a chance only if they apologize to you. Not only they, but every single employee who humiliated you. Lisa turned it to Thong, hearing Jungkook still on her knees. Mrs. John, we are sorry. Please forgive us. We will not do that again. And whatever I said, I take my words back. And I will do whatever you want. Just tell Mr. John to do not charge us, please. Please, I'm sorry. I really regret my bad doing, please. Thong looked down at her. I don't know how much truth your words are holding, but I really don't want anyone to go through any difficulties because of me. That's why I'm forgiving you. Besides, if you ever do that again, just remember, this time and karma will hit you, Miss Lisa. Lisa cries in relief. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mrs. Yuan. And I promise, I will never do that again. Never. Thong just nodded. Jenny did the same and he forgave her too. And every single employee too who insulted him did the same thing and he forgave them too. So much kind-hearted, but Jungkook is not. Lisa turned into Jungkook, joining her hands. Sir, please forgive us. We are really sorry. Jungkook said, okay, so this month you will receive half payment of your pay. Your half payment will be cut off and that will be your punishment. Lisa's eyes left wide. Then Jungkook turned it to other employees. And this punishment is not only for Miss Lisa, every single person who has done wrong with my husband. Thong stood beside Jungkook, stunned. He didn't expect this. He didn't know what to say, but deep down, a part of him knew they deserve it. They called his baby illegitimate. They mocked his love, his identity, his pain. Everyone who laughed, whispered, or watched this happening, stay silent. I know your faces. I know your names. And I will make sure none of you forgot who Jeon Jungkook is. Applause froze. You insulted my husband, the mother of my child, and from now on, he gets more respect in this building than I ever do. Or you will be handling me. Your resignation later. The guard lowered their hands in shame. The receptionist trembled. Lisa held her cheeks, tears falling her eyes, while Janice lightly waved her fear. Jungkook took Taung's hand and again whispered softly and gently, Jungkook, let's go home, love. Jungkook and Taung were about to step outside when a loud click of heels echoed through the lobby. Everyone turned to see the model, tall, glamorous, and dressed in a sleek outfit, making her grand entrance. She had just returned from the shoot, unaware of the shows that had happened. Mortal confusion. What was going on? Why is everyone so quiet? What is commotion? She stopped Jungkook immediately and walked over, brushing her hair behind her ear. Jungkook, what happened? Are you okay? Without warning, she reached out and tried to hold his hand. Taung, still holding Jungkook's other hand, blinked in disbelief. His mouth deepened. He glares down at the models and Jungkook's. He frowned before he could react. Jungkook roughly pulled his hand back. I told you to stay away from me. Can't you just listen for once? The model looked taken aback but didn't give up. She stepped closer again, voice dripping with false sweetness. Come on, don't be like that. I was just Jungkook growling. Try touching me again and I will throw you out of myself. His voice was low and dangerous. It made even the guard flinch. She gasped, her eyes wet, and a tear slipped from her corner of her eyes. Fine, then I will leave the commercial incomplete. Let's see how you handle that. But instead of getting nervous, Jungkook smirked coldly. Please do. You have been nothing but a pain in the ass since day one. I will replace you in less than an hour. Kasiko is in the lobby. He then turned to Taung, who was still standing quiet by the another side. And yeah, one more thing. He gently brought Taung's face to himself. He brought Taung's hand to his lips and placed a kiss on his palm. He is full of love. This is my husband, Jeon Taung. He then placed a hand protectively on Taung's belly. And we are pregnant. The entire room fell instantly silent again. The modest's teary eyes looked at Taung for a few seconds. Then suddenly she let out a strange laugh, bitter, disbelieving, almost hysterical. Model, seriously? Him? This is a joke, right? Taung blinked, caught off guard. Jungkook poked his inner cheek. The model, bitter laugh echoed across the silent lobby. Model, mocking. Seriously, him? This is your husband. This pregnant, soft-spoken pajama-wearing guy. This is a joke, right? Jeon Jungkook, you can't be serious. Taung lowered his gaze, his lips trembling. The room staff watched, gasping. Jungkook has already caused them damage and now she is causing it to herself too. Jungkook took a firm step forward, standing protectively in front of Taung. Jungkook, one more word. Just one more and against my husband or my child, and I will make sure you are blacklisted for every agency in this country. The model flinched, but Jungkook wasn't done. You think I will choose someone based on your look or some monosex appeal? You think I will be stupid enough to fall for someone who not only knows how to pose in front of the camera, but actually pose for random strangers, spend countless of nights in the club with strangers despite having a boyfriend, now crushing over me despite having a boyfriend? He turned slightly, reaching back to Taung's hand again, and this time gently, lovingly. Jungkook, this man, my husband, is kind. He is strong. He doesn't go around to, well, you can't even get competed to him. He is beyond good than your imagination. And about this appearance, he can wear whatever the fuck he wants. He is your Jungkook's husband. It doesn't matter what he wears and how he looks. He is loved by me in every aspect. He is carrying our baby with more grace than anyone I have ever known. And even on his weakest days, he is still 10 times the person you will never be. The model's mouth opened and closed, but no words came out. Then suddenly, to everyone's surprise, Tong stepped forward, his eyes still glistening, but now burning with quiet strength. Tong, you laughed at me, you mocked me for my presence. Do you even know what I am wearing? He crossed his arms, smirking a little. This shirt belongs to Jeon Jungkook. Her head turned to him. She felt punched right on her face, which you can never afford. She inhaled sharply as she realized the truth, and no one else can, for everyone who laughed at what I am wearing. So I am telling you widely, this shirt belongs to your CEO, Jeon Jungkook, which no one can afford but me. So next time before you mock me, remember whom I belongs and remember what I have which no one else can. And you, he looked at the model again. Wanna laugh again? He held her chin up and she looked at him with anger and humiliation. No. Why won't you? Oh, but I won't. Tong laughed and laughed. He felt so light after mocking them. Oh my god, you guys can never have what I have. He took a sharp breath, stopped laughing, meeting her eyes. Yes, I am look simple. Yes, I wore his shirt and came in pajama. But none that changes the fact that he loves me and I love him. Appearance doesn't matter for my husband. He loves me for who I am, not based on my look and clothes. He kisses me every morning passionately, even when I haven't even washed my mouth. Cry about it. And this baby, he gently touched his belly, is our pure, beautiful, and wanted. So, no, I am not going to cry anymore because I am not ashamed of who I am. And if that bothers you, that's your problem. The room was still silent, even the air seemed to pulse. Jungkook looked at Tong with awe, eyes glistening. He leaned in and kissed Tong's forehead gently. Jungkook, you amaze me every single day. Then turned once more to his model. His expression turned cold. You are fired. Leave. And if you ever cross path with my family again, pray I don't lose my patience. The model, humiliated and speechless, turned and stormed out, and as the glass door closed behind her, Jungkook wrapped his arm around Tong's, whispering, Jungkook, let's go home. That evening, when Tong woke up from his nap, he found a soft silk robe and a handwriting note beside him. Wear this and come to the garden. Your husband is waiting for you, Moon. Tong's cheeks flushed pink as he changed it into the elegant robe, a creamy white that matched his clothes perfectly. He stepped into the backyard garden and his eyes widened. The entire garden had been transformed into a magical fairy tale. Soft petals formed a heart on the ground, and at the center was a round table with a candlelight dinner table. Soft instrumental music played in the background. A trail of rose petals led him toward the table, and at the end of the trail stood Jungkook in the black silk shirt, sleeves rolled up, holding a bouquet of white lilies. Jungkook smiling. My prince finally woke up. Tong giggles, walking toward him. Did you do all this for me? Jungkook pulling him into a gentle hug. Of course, you have had first day. Let me make it beautiful. They sat down for dinner. Jungkook personally served Tong homemade pasta, mocktail, soft cake, everything Tong craved during pregnancy. They fed each other, laughed at silly jokes, and for the first time that day, Tong felt lightweight. After dessert, Jungkook stood up and held out his hand. Jungkook, may I have a dance? Tong, there's no music. Jungkook, smiling. Then we will make our own. He twirled Tong into his arm as soft stars played from the hidden speaker. Jungkook carefully held his one hand resting over his baby bump, swayed gently under the stars. Jungkook whispering in his ear, I know your heart still hurts from today, but please remember this, no matter what they say, you are my home. Tong looked up with mystery eyes and Cupid Jungkook's face. And you are my safe place. They kissed under the moonlight, slow, deep, and full of promises. And that night, under the stars, with the baby growing between them and love blooming all around, Two souls danced not as a CEO and a pregnant husband, but as soulmate rapid in love. The grand ballroom was filled with shimmering chandelier, polished marble floor, and hundreds of well-dressed guests, journalists, investors, celebrities. Everyone had gathered to celebrate John Empire's 50th anniversary, a legacy built by Jungkook's father and now expanded into brilliance by Jungkook himself. But the true showstopper of the night wasn't the CEO; it was Yeon Dong. As he entered, holding his husband's hand, many heads turned to him, dressed a heart melting smile and long, fluffy brown hair. After getting the important guest, Jungkook said Dong Temple, Jungkook, I need to go for this speech, baby. Stay right in front of so I can see you, okay? Dong smiles and nodded, guiding Tiara to sit with him in front row. Jungkook walked on the stage. Amid a buzz, the room quieted as he took the mic. Jungkook smiling. 50 years ago, this company was born from my father's dream, and today I stand here proud, not just because of what we have built, but because of the people I have built it with. Meanwhile, Dong smiles, eyes full of pride as he wanted his husband. Just then, little Tiara tugged on his knees. Tiara, softly, Mom, I'm thirsty. Dong nodded, brushing her bangs. The water right over there, baby. You see that table near the flowers? Tiara, yes. Dong, go quickly and come back, okay? Don't talk to strangers. Tiara smiles, nodded, and runs to her cute little shoes. Dong's eyes followed her, but he had no idea what was about to happen next. Oof, are you blind, kid? Do you know how expensive the dress is? Jenny joined in, grabbing Tiara's small arm in bit too roughly. Who lets blood run wild in the party like this? But Tiara didn't cry. She didn't even flinch. She crossed her arm, straightened her posture like a little queen, and said in the calm but cold voice, Leave me, or you don't want to face the consequences. Lisa started laughing, tightening her hold on Tiara's arm. Oh yeah, what's a 5-year-old gonna do? Call security with your invisible phone? But before she could continue, a sharp voice came from behind them. Do you even know whose daughter you just touched? Turn it around. It was Jungkook's security aide, eyes burning as he grabbed Lisa's wrist and made her face him. Lisa rolled her eyes. I don't care whose kid, cutting her off coldly. That's Yeon Tiara, daughter of Jeon Jungkook and Jeon Dong. Lisa's words died in her throat. Jenny's face turned pale. What? Tiara simply smirked, flipping her little hair to the side. My shoe got dirty because of you. I will tell my daddy. Lisa dropped it to her knees instantly. Flashback runs in front of her eyes. She pulled out a napkin from the table and wiped Tiara's padded leather shoe. Lisa, no, no, please, sweetie, don't tell your dad. He will ruin my life. Tiara watched her with narrowed eyes, considering Jenny had already stepped back, frozen in fear. Tiara, okay, I won't tell him. Lisa, really? Thank you, princess. Tiara, only if you call me Queen Tiara. Lisa blinked but had no choice. Queen Tiara, please don't tell your father. Tiara gave a satisfied nod, grabbing her glass of water and walked away, hair flipping. With her tiny step, she walked back to Thong, back at front row. She quietly sat beside Thong, who smiled softly and ruffled her hair. Thong, all okay, Queen? Tiara smiling. Just added some paste.